Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Wine. Welcome back to art class. Today we are going to have story time with Mrs. Wine. And today our learning target says, I will listen to the story, Lines That Wiggle, and look for different kinds of lines in the illustrations. Do you know what an illustration is? An illustration is a picture that goes with a story. So today as I'm reading, I want you to be looking at the illustrations or the pictures to see what different kinds of lines you can find. So let's get started. Lines That Wiggle. The author is Candace Whitman, and the illustrator, or the person who made the pictures, is Steve Wilson. Lines that wiggle. Lines that bend. Wavy lines from end to end. Lines that tickle. Lines that sprout. Bugs have lines that stick right out. Lines to trap. Lines to hide. Two lines running side by side. Lines that curve. Lines that curl. Underwater lines that swirl. Lines that crisscross. Lines that mend. Lines with doggies at the end. Lines that scurry. Lines in threes. 1, 2, 3. Lines in leaves that grow on trees. Lines that twist. Lines that sway. Lines that swish the flies away. Zigzag lines light up the sky. Rainbow lines are way up high. Lines are everywhere you look. Find some lines not in this book. And that is the end of our story. So this week in art class, one of the things we're going to start talking about is what are the different names of lines? And where do you see these lines? On this page, I have a chart from my classroom. I see a straight line. I see a zigzag line. I see a bumpy line. Bump, bump, bump. I see a curvy line. Curves up and down. I see a castle line that looks like the top or the turret of a castle. When I draw this line, it's sort of a pattern. up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over, up, over, down, over. I see a thick line. A thick line could be made if I take two straight lines and put them side by side and then color them in. I see a dotted line. Dot, 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 dot. And a dashed line, which is like tiny little straight lines put together. Dash, dash, dash. I see a wavy line, like the waves in the ocean. I see a loopy line. Loopy, 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 loopy. I see a spiral line that goes around and around. It gets smaller and smaller. So it goes around and around and around until you can't go anymore. Or you could start at the inside and work your way out and get bigger and bigger, around and around and around. And at the very bottom, I see a thin straight line. So this week, we're going to practice drawing these lines, and we're going to look all around our apartments, our homes, and our neighborhoods and see what kind of lines we can find. I hope you have a wonderful week. Make sure you look at the next video to find the game that we're going to play to practice drawing lines. Have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.